So let's talk about Jenkem and hygienic health. I have been in the open about my use of Jenkem, not just the gas, but also the liquid and solid, and I ingest it any way I can. But that comes with certain dangers. If it gets into your bloodstream, then it can cause sepsis. Your breath can be impacted by it. It's worse than garlic and onions. Um, and it can cause you to cough and vomit and spit poop out, plah plah plah, and you're just like attached to that toilet, and it sucks. So what do? How do you get past all that? There's got to be a way that you can deal with it, and the answer for me has been flossing and brushing after every meal, beginning a Jenkem session with just huffs, and growing towards liquid and solid consumption. And as that approaches, getting ready to clean your mouth out with toothpaste and antibacterial and antiseptic mouthwash in an aggressive way. Because the last thing I want to do, well, is one, die, but two, I don't want to smell like, that poo guy, the guy whose breath smells like poo at the back of the classroom that always looks sad and nobody talks to, and he just goes home for lunch. I don't want to be that guy, and I recognize that is a problem with Jenkem. The other thing is, simply collecting the poop exposes you to having some on your skin. And so I have a strong regimen of washing, and I mean, of course, right? It's nothing new to wash yourself every day, but it is something to be aware of. For instance, you want to clip your nails rather close because you don't want to have a bunch of poop in your fingernails because it doesn't look good. And you can't hide that kind of thing with nail polish. And you can't color your nails fancy purple or something and pretend that there's no poop in them. No, there's poop in there. And why? Because you've been on the Jenkem rush and you've been after that brown castle in the sky, and you can't really expect to be accepted by society if you smell like poop. But if the person that you're smelling like poop around doesn't know that fermented poop is the angel that it is, among Jenkemites it's okay to do whatever you want because we understand, and whenever we smell poop, there's a kind sensation of acceptance in our mind. We know that means somebody else out there is huffing some poop, and it's something beautiful. But if you're not among Jenkemites and you're just with an uninitiated person, then poo has an entirely different meaning. It means everything gross. It means everything unpleasant. It's poison from the bowels. It's an unpleasant thing to its core. And I have no clue how to bridge that gap except to get everyone to try at least a few huffs of Jenkem. It seems so sad to me to think of so many people going their whole lives without seeing the Pootopia and achieving that state of nirvana that comes from really breathing in deeply the smell of farts and poop. And so that's where we're standing right now. That's what is at stake, and that's what the difficulties are. But hygiene is important, whether you do Jenkem or not. And if you do Jenkem, hygiene is extra important. It's very important. If you are flossing and you notice any blood, then forego taking liquids and solids that day. If you fail to floss and brush out all the poop, you will have more poop in your mouth. And that's a risk. it's a risk. Let's face it. You know, there are dangerous things in the world, and Jenkem is not immune to having its setbacks, but it's worth it. But that's the thing. Some people don't believe it is. So everybody's free to do as they wish, and it is legal, and it is not considered a drug at this time. And so I could recommend it, but I really actually just respect your free will to decide for yourself whether or not to breathe in fecal odors and to eat and drink various poo substances. I'll leave that up to you.